Hey, brother, we're holding fast and we're fighting for life itself in our culture that is committed to death. But in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19, it says this: I call heaven and earth to witness against you today that I've set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore, choose life that you and your offspring may live. What a challenge for us today, that this is not just about giving birth to babies. It's not just about saving the elderly from euthanasia. It's about really living. And whenever we tell ourselves a lie, whenever we walk away from the truth of God's worldview and his love and compassion, we are inheriting death itself. We need to be alert at how ruthless and devaluing of life our media, many of our philosophers, our best universities, our politicians, and even some of our theologians really are. Listen to Peter Singer, who is an ethicist, quote unquote, at Princeton Seminary. He said this many, many years ago. He said, during the next 35 years, the traditional view of the sanctity of human life will collapse under pressure from scientific, technological, and demographic developments. Only hardcore, know-nothing religious fundamentalists will defend the view that every human life from conception to death is sacrosanct. Well, how scientific is it, Dr. Singer, to say that male and female distinctions are assigned at birth and not inherent in the birth of that child? How scientific is it that a man can now become a woman, or a woman can become a man? How scientific is it that we now have 120 genders and that biological sex is irrelevant? How scientific is it to say that a woman's body has 4 hands and 4 legs and 2 hearts and 2 brains and 20 toes and a separate heartbeat, when people are claiming that a woman should have autonomy over her own body and that child she's carrying is not her body? There's a second deviance in our culture, and that deviance is called speciesism. And listen to this statement by PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. It says, we should reject the doctrine that places the lives of members of our species above the lives of members of the other species. Some members of other species are persons. Some members of our own species are not. What they're saying is this devious use of words. They're saying a baby may be born as a human, but until he shows signs of development and the ability to function as an individual, that he will not be a person. And therefore, in their minds, it gives grounds to eliminate that life, because even though he's human, he's not a person. We can only pray that light will shine into this kind of darkness. We need to stand against this, but we need to stand for the fact that we are for life. So everything you do to develop your own life, to make it godly, everything you do to invest in family, your children, your grandchildren, and in future generations, is choosing life. Deuteronomy 30 says you can choose it one way or the other. Let's choose it today. God bless you.